Full disclosure, I got messages, and some of them make me question whether or not everybody should maybe be practicing real estate. Because if you don't sort of fundamentally understand how this works, it makes me a little concerned for how you might communicate some of these sort of legal ideas. Welcome to my classroom. I'm Chris.Collette, the real estate professor. Right now, I'm doing a special episode. I'm not in my usual attire or location, and it's because I wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible. So I put out a video a couple of months ago about love letters, about dear seller letters that a buyer writes to the seller to say, hi, this is who I am, please accept my offer. These letters are a point of controversy. I got a lot of messages from real estate agents mostly saying, hi, you said that letters are used to get an offer accepted. Aren't they illegal? Or should you not use them? Or I heard that they're not allowed. Or I heard that the letters are discriminatory, so we're not supposed to use them. Full disclosure, I got messages, and some of them make me question whether or not everybody should maybe be practicing real estate. Because if you don't sort of fundamentally understand how this works, it makes me a little concerned for how you might communicate some of these sort of legal ideas. Now, we're not lawyers, but we need to have a fundamental understanding of contract law, of negotiations, and what we can and cannot do in terms of housing in the United States. Same thing I said when I shot that video. Love letters that the buyer writes to the seller, are not illegal. Can they be used by the seller in an illegal way? Absolutely. Absolutely. But when we write them, the act of writing them is not illegal. And honestly, it's one of the best ways to get an offer accepted, especially in this market. My team's clients, for years, have been writing letters that said, hi, this is who I am, and this is why I think your house is perfect for me. I had a client who was in the military write a letter, and the seller had a service dog that was trained as in the same branch of the military as my client, and loved the idea that they shared that hobby, so wanted my client to have the home, even though we weren't the highest offer. I had another client who had gotten out of a tough relationship, and she was going to be living alone but needed a place to live. And she wrote that letter, and the seller said, you know what, I have experience with this too. I really want to give you a place to go. So the seller accepted that offer. That one was for $10,000 less than the best offer that they had. So my client not only saved $10,000, but she got the house. So I have a lot of examples like this, and it's one of the ways that we have well below the average number of offers written across, relative to the rest of the country. Most of the country writes 5 to 12 offers before a client gets an offer accepted. We're less than 4 on our team. And we do it by making sure that we take every advantage we can to have a seller say, you know what, I really want this buyer to have my house. The reason I wanted to shoot this video is because a news article was just published because the state of Oregon, months ago, decided to ban these love letters, to make them illegal, to say you cannot include them as part of a real estate transaction between the buyer and the seller when they write an offer. And a judge has just struck down that law, saying, look, while we understand that the content of the letters could be used to discriminate in an illegal way, remember, not all discrimination is illegal. I chose to wear this hoodie today. I discriminated against my other clothing. But the content of the letters could be used to discriminate in an illegal way. That is absolutely true. I don't disagree with that even a little. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't write the letters. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be who we are. We could leave these letters off, and if your name sounds like the name of a person that would traditionally be of color, that could be used. But we're not going to write offers that omit names. If you have a female name versus a male name, it's going to say it right on the offer. What if they said, I don't want to sell my house to anybody who's female? How do you get around not writing your name on the offer, right? So there are a lot of ways that this information is going to come across and could be used illegally. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't write them. So I'm going to read to you a section here. This is written by the attorney who was fighting to have this law taken down. Today's ruling preserves the opportunity of home buyers to speak freely to sellers and make the case for why their purchase offers should win out. Love letters communicate information that helps sellers select the best offer. The state cannot ban important speech because someone might misuse it. I'm going to read another section. It is not in the public interest to enforce a law that is likely unconstitutional, even one aimed at the laudable goal of reducing unlawful discrimination in housing. I absolutely agree that there is unlawful discrimination in housing, and we should take just about every step we can to eliminate it, to reduce it, to make it better. The problem is we cannot, for better terms, throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? We can't simply say that people can't express themselves and say why they think their offer should be accepted, because someone else might misuse it. So if you're an agent watching this video, please keep in mind, the use of letters is not illegal. Writing the letters is not illegal, and it's going to put your clients in a better position to have their offer accepted. We can't assume somebody is going to have bad intentions when they read the letter and you misuse them. So please do your clients a favor and allow them to express why they believe that their offer is the best. The flip side is if I'm working with sellers, if somebody's selling their home with my team, we don't review the letters because my job as a listing agent is to reduce either potential liability or even the perception of potential liability, the perception of misuse, the perception that maybe something bad happened. So when we list homes, we do not allow these letters because it's my job to not allow my client to even get to a chance where something bad might happen. So thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, or now Rhode Island, or if you're just curious how love letters work, how to write a better one, what the template is that our team uses to help us get offers accepted at a higher rate, reach out to me, reach out to my team. I'm Chris.Collette, the real estate professor, and I hope everybody has a good